My name is Jackie Carson. I'm an R&B, pop urban, and country singer located in Western Pennsylvania. I have a new manager that I hired that is helping me as an independent artist. We both feel it's really important to come out about things in the music industry. I strongly agree with Tom McDonald about not needing a record label, any of the big ones. I am for being an independent artist after a lot of things that I've gone through trying to make it as an artist. Tom is exactly right. It's best to be independent. You're in charge of your content, your views. You're in charge of all the money coming in, the publishing and royalties. I believe he's making millions and I'm really happy for him. He's the one that you'll see in the video that has Roseanne rapping. First off, record labels usually go for teens that I've noticed. They like to get someone 15 to 17, have them sign innocently, maybe hope they don't understand their contract and make a ton of money off them. Or if they notice it's somebody that's blowing up on social media, run with it and make the most money that they can off of those artists. I've worked with a few artist development groups and I have gotten decently far in. People that worked at major labels, people that were artists and signed at one point. Some things that I noticed that I want to caution artists about. I am going to be going into a civil lawsuit here in the near future. I wish I would have gone into a civil lawsuit with a couple prior artist development people, which I'm past the statute of limitations now, but consider it lesson learned, where I can spread my knowledge and I can warn other artists. I have been actually even afraid of saying any views I have that are conservative. I thought to myself, as an independent artist going forward, I can say how I feel, the views I have. I was raised in a mainly conservative family. I do have some views that are a little bit in the middle, and I do have friends that are Democrats, and I'm willing to agree to disagree with them. I love everybody. As long as someone's nice to me, I'm nice to them. I do support gay rights. If people are gay or transgender, as long as they're not hurting anybody, if they want to get married or anything like that, I'm supportive of that. Any of the transgender stuff that they want to do to be happy, I'm supportive 100%. I hate racism. I am against racism completely. I believe that it's God's decision, not ours, to judge people. That's one of the reasons that I've decided to do the country song that I'm going to be doing. I've been filming this week. It's going to be called Butler County, PA. I was raised in Butler, Pennsylvania, Butler County. I grew up in Boyers, PA. I was a huge fan of Gretchen Wilson's Redneck Woman and Alan Jackson Drive. And I thought, why don't I try to put some R&B sound into the country, sing it more soulful. So I've decided to do both genres going forward. What I want to caution artists about are artist development groups in the music industry. I have joined a few, and this is what you'll hear. Who they're friends with that are famous, heads of labels that they're friends with that are famous, producers they know that are famous, that they worked at a major label, that they were a famous artist at one point, a long time ago, how they've helped people and managed stars. But leave me explain that a little bit. It's very easy to help a star get a record deal if they already have a big following. A lot of these artist development groups do not help you as an artist from the ground up. You spend so much money paying for their services, for their studio use. One I was with even made us pay for his flights and hotel. How does that help me as an artist if I'm broke? They're making artists broke, and we have no money to put into ourselves to market us. If you're not booming and filling shows or selling merchandise, that's all fine and dandy and wonderful that they know people and have these connections. But find out who they helped from the ground up Otherwise, you're going to lose all your money to these artist development groups that also a lot of times have like a studio attached to them. Because a lot of times the people that work in the industry as well, if they were a former artist, they get an ego and they think they're too good to spend time with you. So you deal with that as well. They think because they were in the industry before or helped manage someone, a lot of them live in mansions and have sport cars from all the artist money that's going to them. And you feel like you have to kiss their ass, and others get mad at you and say you're disrespectful if you don't, because they have connections. You can do it independently, like Tom McDonald, yourself. The other thing is, I see a lot of women sleep with people in the industry, and they just get used. They get used for sex, on top of getting robbed or used for their talent, and it gets them nowhere. And another thing that really bothers me is how much sex appeal is pushed. Sexuality is pushed so much on women. They want you to take off, be a commodity, have something go viral of you being half naked. And sadly, sex does sell because, and I might even share some of the ones to show you the amounts where I've hit around 100,000 views and stuff for some of my videos, or when I'm half naked. And to be honest, I hate doing it. I don't mind looking classy and sexy. I hate the trashy sex appeal that is pushed on women in the music industry. I've been going through and trying to archive or make non-public the most disturbing ones that I feel I was pushed to do. Some people will even write to me, why didn't you show more of your ass? Why didn't you do this or that? It's degrading to women. It gets us the wrong type of following. They push Patreon and OnlyFans on women. I made a Patreon because I felt pressured to. And I absolutely refuse to go fully naked. I believe that who you're married to is who should see you nude. I never would go fully nude in it. I never would show any privates. I would not show my chest nude. Always covered, just like near naked. And I absolutely hated doing it. And I'm actually going to be closing the Patreon down and starting group.com, which is going to have bundles of music I write, things relating to me as a musician more. So whoever like my music or want to support me as an independent artist, joining my group.com, coming to shows, buying merchandise, that will really help me as an artist. But the sex appeal is pushed so much, and I hate it, especially in pop or R&B. And it does, it gets you streams, it gets your views to take off, because I probably have at least 10 that are near 100,000 because I was half naked, and every woman's doing it, and it gets you absolutely nowhere. It gets everybody thinking you're slutty or trashy. You attract the wrong people, where guys actually think you're easy and will sleep with them, when you're not that way at all, because you just want to make it as a musical artist. And you're trying everything these major labels are telling you. Pretty much be half naked. It'll make you get streams or grow. It gets you looked at in a wrong light. It gets your family mad at you. I hate not being able to say how I feel or views. I always have had that fear because I'm more conservative that I'll be judged. But it really has me excited about my new music video from my home area of Butler. And I hope that you guys really enjoy it and share it. People that are conservative, Trumpers are going to love it. It shows like how I grew up, about my family, about my parents, my kids, real things that women do from the country here. I'm really excited about the song. I'm really excited about it, representing our state. I wanted to record a little bit more that I forgot earlier. I wrote it down. While I'm covering a lot of the concerning topics in the music industry, I was making the other videos and I wanted to write a few more things. Pretty much, the reason that the artist development groups tell you who they know, the connections they have, who they help start, They use that to lure the artist in. I helped so-and-so get famous. I managed so-and-so. I'm friends with this one's producer. I worked under this big name. That's how they lure the artist in for them to keep paying their money to them, because they get their hopes up that they'll make them famous as well. But in a lot of situations, the most recent one I dealt with, the artist was already a big name anyways. He didn't get started from the bottom up. There are many narcissists in the music industry. They're usually the ones that are connected to these artist development groups, narcissists or sociopaths that have huge mansions and sports cars because of the artist, because of taking all of their money and pretty much getting them nowhere. They'll threaten to blacklist you or blackball you if you try to sue, if you get your money stolen and the service is not done. I've been threatened to be blacklisted a couple months back. They said, let it be made up, don't sue, or I'll pretty much blacklist myself. And then it's been months and nothing promised was done. Nothing that was to be made up to me is done. So I have a lawyer that's going to be sending a letter out soon, and independent is the only way to go. It keeps you away from all of the sex abuse, all of the not being able to be yourself and speak your mind. Also, I wanted to add, Patreon, I said, I think only who's married should see you naked. And I wanted to add to that, whoever you're in a serious relationship with, that is who should be seeing you nude. I don't like OnlyFans or Patreon.